impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they pour on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
The beautiful Puget Sound just to our west. You get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Get it! Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. And some room to maneuver. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing to start the drive. Bolton. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Pop a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd and 2, Bolton. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And the tight end goes in motion left. To throw on 2nd down. Bolton. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bolton toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and it's a fumble. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready up!
Second and 9 now. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That'll be taken in there, but puts it on the carpet. It's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football, and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Being chased out left. Finding Walker complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Off play action. Bolton rolling to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. The Seahawks at 500 now, 4-4 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Bolton. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. Bolton. Flushed out right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its fourth.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
On fourth down, Bolton. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. First play's a run with Nwangu. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Defensively, Poona Ford with a tackle there.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Go, Reed, go!
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And he'll decide to keep this once more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. That'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Up the middle, Nwangu. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Presley Harvin now. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15 and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert. And this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's got it to about the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another run now for Nwangu. And some room to roam now. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They go play action here on first down. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Pat the street! Pat the street!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
19 tight! 19 tight!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warren. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. They'll throw. It's their quarterback as time expires in the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead on a final play of the half.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Bolton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
And as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end. So they were on him in a hurry. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back to throw. Bolton forced out to his left. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force enough.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
19-5.
They'll set up to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. He'll get this to Nwangu. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here in 2nd and 15. Give left side here for Nwangu. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. In motion, the tight end. Here's a 2nd and 7. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, 45 yards. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage.
And my goodness, another interception. Shoves him away. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence, actually pulling him out of the game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. That one caught out wide by Boykin. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left, and oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Extra point now by Boswell. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 6. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line. Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Bolton. This one into the hands of Metcalf. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory. Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets. And now here is another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter. Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Boswell for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders. Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Hey, check that, street.
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck. You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3. Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch. And able to get this out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Tariq Woolen in on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Bolton. He's going to let it fly. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time. He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
Now, I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage is in lockdown mode everywhere.
He's going to keep this again. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.